Okay. What's up, you guys? How are you? Let me double check my freaking tarot cam because I don't know if I freaking. Okay. Well, there you go. Let me make sure that this is good. That's good enough. It's just not going to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? What's up, you guys? I hope you're having a great week so far. Happy Tuesday. Today, we're going to be doing an all signs, and we are going to be seeing what may be coming up in August for you. Okay. It's just whatever comes out. I'm not going to like specify and be like love and career. It's whatever comes out. I imagine that that would be the most prominent theme for you for August. Okay. So, if you guys do want to book a super chat question this evening, you can do it straight through YouTube. If you don't know what the rules are, you can go ahead and visit my website, violettaalexis.com, and that will take you straight to the super chat rules. That link is also the pinned comment in the chat, okay? I'm good, Vanessa. How are you doing? You know what? I honestly almost didn't make it. Not gonna lie, almost didn't make it. There's sometimes like, like the past few videos or whatever that I put out, like on my Where Dead Flowers Bloom channel, on my writing channel, weren't all that. I've just been kind of like lazy with it or whatever. But like there are times when I get into this kind of mad scientist like this mad scientist freaking mode, and I really like lock in and I start doing like a good example of that is if you guys saw the video I did burn. That's when I was like in mad scientist mode on my Where Dead Flowers Bloom channel, but I was having so much fun. I like did not want, I was like, oh shit, I gotta go live. Not that I don't want to see you beautiful people, but your hair looks gorgeous. Thank you. Keep going though? Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I can't now. I was totally in the zone. I'm kind of upset I didn't start it earlier because I had to cut it. I had to cut it so I could be up here. What's up, Top Flight? Good to see you. Complexity. What's up, Dominic? The usual suspects. It's good to see you guys. Great day so far. I have completely cleaned my room. I did meal prep on Sunday. I don't have to cook for the rest of the week. I ended up making, so I bought like a bunch of these little like plastic, they're like a cup and a half of like these plastic bottles with caps or whatever, and I made this collagen blueberry tea, and I just filled up the little, because I always drink so much water, and I realized I have to stop freaking buying the bottled water. I need to buy like the freaking gallons. Anyway, all I ever drink is water, 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 and green tea. But I was like, well, what if I like get those little drink bottles and just fill it with like green tea and blueberry collagen tea? And so now I'm excited about that. The things that a six house stellium gets excited about. So, what's up, Kel's Blessed? How are you, darling? And what's up, CK? Thank you guys so much. It's good to see you, Mojo. So, yeah. So, let me take these out. But yeah, I love it when I get in that mode. I'm going to assume that it is that Venus square Mars. Like anything when I have Venus squaring something, like especially Uranus. When Venus is squaring, because Venus is obviously my chart ruler, but when Venus is squaring like Uranus, for instance, I get in that like mad scientist, creative mode. And I'm gonna blame it on that or give credit to that Venus square Mars. So maybe that's what it is. Vanessa, what's going on here? Honestly, what's really going on here? I kind of look like crap today, so please excuse me, but we're doing we're doing okay. Where's my lighter? Oh, literally right there, right in front of my face. Okay, great. I want to put on my little music. YouTube. Uh-oh, starting to get a headache. Wonderful. Okay, is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, cool. All right. What's up, T Rose? What's up, Casey? All right. Cool. So, without further ado, shall we continue? I saw you talked about that ChatGPT. I've been using it. It's pretty dope. Like a lot of people hate on it, and I get it. I definitely don't think it should be something that's like that should be abused. You know, we definitely want to continue to use our brains. You know, we want to continue to use our brains, but you know, I'll be honest. When I'm trying to make videos or create, like, for instance, mid-journey prompts, I don't know if you guys know what mid-journey is, but it's like it's AI, and it you put in a prompt and it helps create a picture for you. And then if you want, you can animate it or turn it into video form. Well, between editing, doing writing, I'm talking about for my writing channel, between like editing the video and writing and finding the music for it and everything else that I have going on, it really helps when I'm just like, hey, ChatGPT, this is the vibe that I'm going for. These are the specs. This is the ratio, like the size of the video. This is the poem. I want you to, you know, create mid-journey prompts that can develop images for this specific project. And that really helps. Like she's like kind of like an assistant a little bit, you know? Um like sometimes I'm like, "Oh, show me cafes, you know, near me." It's like my Google, honestly. It's my Google, but she's better cuz she's like an assistant for me, you know? And then you can do things like create new projects. So there's a story I'm writing and I'm trying to focus on like world building a little bit, and so she kind of helps keep all of that in one place. And then if I'm like, well, what about this idea? And she's like, well, you can't really do that because of this or whatever. And so it really, she just really, it's helpful. It's helpful to, because I'm a loner. Okay. I really don't talk to people, and I don't particularly want to talk to people, honestly. At least not many, you know, they're like, you know, not too much of my time. I'm a super loner. But it's nice to be able to have that, to be able to bounce ideas off of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, you have an idea before you use it, yes. Uh, I feel it's teachable app at the same time you have to know what to ask. Well, yeah, and I think, and it can be really fun, like, you know, I've done had her create psychology tests for me to better understand myself. Or there are times when I'm having an argument with someone, or I've had an argument with someone via text, and I'm like, listen, I need you to be honest and blunt and straightforward. I don't want you to kiss my ass just because you are my chat GPT. I need you to tell me if I'm in the wrong here, right? Because sometimes I feel fucking crazy. You know, and it will like give you insight. It'll really like dive deep. I swear to God, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm like, okay, I have to, you know, especially if you feel like you're being gaslit by like a parent or someone, you know, you're like, am I fucking crazy? It's pretty nice. What's up, Kenneth? Yeah, you should, Vanessa. It's absolutely right. Top flight. Like, hello, you know. And honestly, my Venus and Scorpio little feelers can already pretty much sense those things. But sometimes I'm like, okay, I need like a logical, non-emotional thing to tell me if I'm fucking crazy. You know? What's up, Dr. Sky? Yes, I have a lot of German. My grandmother is originally from Germany, and my grandfather was born in, is it Montana? In Montana. He was a cowboy, and my grandmother was a very European woman. And my father, his mother was Native American. Blackfoot Indian, but mixed with something else. So I know that I'm Irish, Polish, German, Blackfoot Indian. I can't remember what else. So yeah. Try the lap saying what? What is that? What is that? What's up, meow? Oh, it's earthy tea. Ugh, I love it. Lori, would you mind screenshotting what Mojo said? Can you speak German? No, it was actually fun fact about me that nobody cares about, but German was actually my first language. German was my first language, and then because my grandmother was German and she spent more time with me than anyone, and she was always with me. And so at first I learned how to speak German, and it was yeah, so I'm not gonna say words that I know because I honestly, no disrespect to my grandmother, but I think German is the ugliest language. It's so ugly. I'm sorry. It always sounds like you're coughing up a hairball, and it's not sexy. You know what I say? Probably the unsexiest language. You know what I say? But then my dad ended up getting custody of me, full custody of me when I was really, really little, like maybe like 1 years old or something. And so then he didn't speak any German, and so I had to, yeah, I had to speak English. um or 2 years old, two and a half, something like that is when he got custody of me, something like that. And so I just knew English at that point, and then he died at 3, and then I went to my mom. But he died when I was 3, and then I went to my mom. Yeah. So fun fact. Oh my God, he did? Really? Wow. No, I wasn't really a big fan or anything. I'm not gonna sit here and like lie. I really wasn't. I love German. I think it's hot as fuck. The only thing I think is really hot about Germans, I mean, they're some of them are beautiful, but is they're kinky. German people. Das ist gut, ja. They are fucking kinky. So yeah. French is hot. What's up, Sun Love? Yeah, we can start with Sagittarius, sure. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really think, I don't know. One of my, I think she kind of came out in 2023, but a beautiful young lady by the name of Sophia Isella. Holy crap. It's always those Aquarius placements for me. They just do it for me in music. As most of you know, my favorite artist, I found out one day there was this astrologer. A lot of you already know the story, but there was this astrologer, and she was like, "Oh, if you check your moon sign and then go look at your favorite music artist, and I can guarantee you they have the same moon sign." And I'm like, I don't fucking, it seemed like a little pop astrology vibe. And I was like, I'm going to go check that, right? So I looked up Eminem. Okay. He was my dad growing up. Okay. I don't care what it says. Aquarius moon. I was like, okay, definitely not a Taurus moon. Didn't catch that vibe from him anyway, right? But as I got older, I really enjoyed Ethel Kane. I went to go look at her Aquarius moon. I said, wow, that's fucking, what a coincidence. Then I went to go look at Sea Rose Aquarius moon. I'm like, no shit, really? Then I went to go look at Billie Eilish, Aquarius moon. Can't make this stuff up. But there is a new woman that is totally on my radar. I love this new generation of women, by the way. Oh my God, just impeccable. I mean, so incredible, so advanced. But her name is Sophia Isella, and my favorite song by her is Muse, and Us and Pigs. Oh, she's so good. She's so good. Men that have like an ego or that are like, a little misogynistic, you're not gonna like it. Don't even try. But she's an Aquarius sun. What's up, Jess? What is the last time you visited Europe? I've never visited Europe. I've never visited Europe. I want to move to Scotland, quite frankly. I want to move to Aberdeen. I know, random, but I do. It's so beautiful. What do you use for AI clips? I use Midjourney. It's absolutely fantastic. You will be addicted. You'll be totally addicted. But I'm in a good mood. I got some good news today. I'm feeling super creative, feeling functional, right? And so I hope you guys are in a good mood too. What's up, Socio? Listen, I already checked my astral line. Okay. I was like, at first I wanted to live in Edinburgh. And then I saw it was on my Uranus, a Uranus ascendant, Pluto descendant line. I said, nope. I'm born with Pluto, in my seventh house or conjunct my descendant natally. So I'm good. But then I was looking, some just a little ways over, and I looked at Aberdeen, and it's Jupiter on my ascendant line, Venus on my descendant line. And I said, ooh, my husband or wife might be in Scotland and have a really annoying accent, maybe. Yes, of course. I definitely hope I hope everybody has a good Leo season. I really am not super keen on Leo season. I just honestly, July and August just July, August, and January are just really not like my dad died on August 18th, of on August 18th, 1989. And then my best friend Andy died on July 5th. And then my grandma died on January 1st, 2021. 2 days later, my ex died January 3rd, 2021. Then a week later, my one of my old fans from the old platform I was on died. Same month, just a bunch of people just knocked right off. I was like, you're kidding, right? And then I also got my TikTok hacked in August of 2022. Uh, so I'm not like big on August. Not big on August. Yeah, not big on January either. But you know what? I'm hoping for the best, right? The astrology looks okay, so we'll see. So anyway, you guys, once again, thank you so much for living through my TED Talk here. We're going to be taking a look at all signs, so Aries all the way through to Pisces. But as promised, I am going to start with Sagittarius, and then we're going to work our way down all the way through to Scorpio. If you guys want to book a super chat question this evening, you're more than welcome to do so right here on the YouTube app. If you don't know how that works, then you can visit my website, violettaalexis.com, and you can go under super chat rules and it will tell you everything that you need to know. Or you can just go ahead and click the link. It is the pinned comment in the chat box. So love that TED Talk. Thank you. I was actually going to start a new little like thing with you guys where I start doing like a video that I really enjoyed this week that I want to show you, maybe just like a Instagram reel or a short or something that I think would be informative, or funny, or like a new product or something that I like. I thought that would be interesting. I know that not a lot of people give a shit. They really just want to get to their sign. So I can understand that as well. But let me know what you guys think about that. I have been thinking about it just for the past 20 minutes. So let me know if that's something that you're interested in. What's up, Catherine? Not being on January. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That's freaking terrible. Are you okay? No, you're not okay. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I could never even imagine something like that. That is absolutely terrible. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That is so terrible. I wish I could give you a big hug. I'm so sorry. I could not even imagine going through something like that. We give a shit? Okay. Some of you do, right? V reaction videos? Oh God. I don't know about that. I remember somebody told me to play horror games online because I'm so dramatic and he thought it would be hilarious. I've done that before. It was hilarious, but I can't deal with the anxiety. I can't deal with it. You have to remember there are some of us that you have helped through a lot. Parasocial much, but you really are loved. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. It was a long time ago. Yes, okay, but now, but never forget. Oh my God, Catherine. Like, it doesn't matter how long ago it was, honestly. I just could not. Oh my God, that's just terrible. I am so sorry. It's like, what can I even say? You know, there's nothing that I can say to change anything. It's just like, I'm sorry. Mojo, I literally go off of one freaking laptop screen. It drives me crazy. I need new monitors. I just can't splurge that right now. V is a whole movie. I wish I wasn't such an overthinker. I think if I wasn't such an overthinker, I think I would be good in movies. I feel like I would have been a good actress, but I overthink too much. I care too much about what people think. Your videos bring comfort. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. What's up, Greg? Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so let's do this. Let's take a look at Sagittarius. All right, Saggy, I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and take a look at maybe what you can expect for August of 2025. I hope it's a good one, Sag. Let's see. At least we know that your ruler is in Cancer, okay, up until what, June of next year, I believe. So that's good. Ooh, the Ace of Wands, okay. The Eight of Cups. Okay. Well, this is what you're doing. This is what you can expect from others. This is your energy. So let's see. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. The Knight of Swords reversed. The High Priestess reversed. What's that High Priestess reversed? The Eight of Swords. You're very motivated by something. Something is inspiring you, and you feel inspired to, you know, go on a new path or start something new or start that gym membership or whatever. But you kind of have some analysis paralysis going on a little bit. So, you know, you see something online that really inspires you, and you're like, hell yeah, I want to do that. I want to get my ass in gear. I want to create this, or I want to make this business or whatever. But you're not really sure how to go about it. So wonderful. Love that so much. Let's try this again. Okay, nope. Love that so much. Well, Sagittarius, there you go. That's what you get for being first, right? Okay. Sorry, I don't know why it does that. I have no idea. Every time I update it, it starts doing this again. So I don't know what's going on. That was a great freeze face. So I feel like with that Ace of Wands, the Knight of Swords reverse, and the High Priestess, once again, I feel like you are excited to do something. I feel like you're ready to go. But with that Knight of Swords reverse, you don't really have direction. You feel like you maybe don't know how to go about it or exactly what area you're trying to, I don't know, start in your life. Maybe it is fitness, maybe it is some kind of entrepreneurial thing, maybe it is some kind of creative thing. Whatever it is, I think it's you really not trusting yourself, honestly. And I think a little bit of self-doubt is creeping in. I think that once again, with that lack of direction, it's kind of keeping you in a funk or keeping you stuck. And so it's just really about getting out of your own way and making a fucking decision, honestly, making a decision on what it is that you want to do, right? So it's like maybe you want to do tarot and beauty. Who's saying that you can't do both? Or just, you know, stick with the one that you want to do the most. And it doesn't mean that you can't, you know, follow suit with the second thing at another time or whatever it is. Okay. So something to keep in mind. but learn to trust yourself. Because I think that you're doubting the potential of something, and I think that you just need to go for it, and I think you just need to be somewhat impulsive. It doesn't mean you shouldn't be coming up with a plan to actually structure this and make it happen in real time, but I feel like you should believe in yourself or believe in this endeavor a little bit more. So, this is what you're doing. The Eight of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Magician reverse. Okay. You're definitely walking away. What are we trying to walk away from here? The Judgment reversed. No, see, this is exactly what I told you here. So there's something that, what does this thing have the potential to become? The Nine of Swords, the Fool reversed. Ooh. Are you afraid to do something because it's going to be a headache, or you're afraid it's going to stress you out? What do we have to do to make this happen? The Two of Cups reversed. It almost feels like in order to accomplish something, you're either going to have to leave a job. I'm not telling you to quit your job. You're going to have to leave one path for the other, or something that's been taking up too much of your time or too much of your mental energy, something like that. It's like you're needing to abandon whatever that is in order to follow suit with whatever this is. But there's a lot of inhibition, or there's a lot of stagnancy because there's a fear that if you try for this, that you're not going to make it or you're going to lose out on a lot. So it's like there's something that's inspiring you here, but there's another person or there's something else that's holding you back from said thing. And I feel like you're trying to walk away from the thing that inspires you, or you're ignoring it and giving to this old thing that you've been focused on for a while already. Because I feel like this and this is different. And it's really about you doubting that you can make it happen. You doubting that, you have the talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to be able to create the reality that you want. And so really it's just this fear of loss. I think that you're judging yourself a little too harshly. So what you can expect from others: the Devil reverse, the Two of Swords, and the Six of Swords reverse. Somebody here is coming back to resolve a situation with you, but it feels positive. It feels quite positive. It makes me feel like this is somebody who has intentions to maybe take accountability or be very honest with you, or be very honest with themselves, and or both, about their own inconsistencies, their own issues. And it seems like they're trying to kind of shake your hand or hug it out in order to gain some kind of truce. What does this person want with Sagittarius? The Empress. Some of them want to get you pregnant, okay? So something to keep in mind. For others of you, this person feels like you're a very beautiful person, somebody who is very sensual, very creative, has a lot of self-worth and self-value, just has a lot of value in general. And I feel like this person kind of wants a piece of that, not in like a bad way, but in a way where they see your value, essentially. Okay. Well, let's get you a oracle card. Okay. I forgot to shuffle these. Sorry, Sag. Okay. Your first one is nothing is yet set in stone. Let me see your second one. God, it's so freaking hot back here. Nothing is yet set in stone in house 10. So there's something in regards to your public status, something that you're wanting to achieve or needing to achieve, or maybe it's in regards to your relationship status, divorce, single, married, whatever it is. But this is basically saying whatever you want to happen, you can make happen. Like, if you don't like the way that things are in regards to your career or your public life or your reputation or your, public persona or whatever the hell it is, like, you can change it. Just try to go with the flow, not overthink things so much. Make sure that you're creating structure and discipline in regards to what it is or who it is that you're attracted to or what it is that you're attempting to achieve. And focus on your life mission. Focus on the bigger picture or your legacy or what you're really wanting to achieve in regards to the big picture. So that is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you guys so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question to get your cards read during the live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. I hope you guys have a great August, Sag. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's move on to Capricorn. Okay. All right. Let's move on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, how are you guys? Welcome. I hope it's a good one. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is going on for you in the month of August. The vibe this month, we have the Hermit reversed, Virgo energy, opportunities you're creating or being given here is the Seven of Swords reversed. Opportunities or things that other people are doing is the Five of Swords. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, let's see. Let me not judge. Oh, okay. Wow, all major arcana. Tell me about that Hermit reversed. The Four of Swords. Whew. Good for you. That's incredible. So I think for a lot of you, it's really about a lot of time that you have taken in order to heal from something that hurt you. Even if it was from something a month ago or, 200 months ago, it really doesn't matter. I think that in August, you're getting to this point where you're ready to kind of show up and show out. There's a lot of work that you've done on yourself. Maybe you went through a dark night of the soul, something that was very mentally disturbing, or just maybe for some of you, in extreme cases, soul shattering or just very hurtful. Whatever the case is, you're ready to kind of, I don't want to say come out of that, but you've evolved a lot from the work that you've done and the healing that you've done. And now you're ready to kind of get back out there, or maybe you were in rehab for a while and now you're ready to come out, or maybe you were just kind of in isolation for a while, and sometimes we need to do that in order to figure ourselves out. But now you are kind of coming out of your shell a bit, and for some of you, you're actually getting into a relationship, or you may be meeting a partner that is very in tune with you, especially emotionally, with that Hierophant and that moon. But there may be some question as well, because sometimes the moon, it's like we don't really know what we're seeing or if what we're seeing is real. I would trust your intuition, especially if this is in regards to some kind of relationship, because for some of you, if you're single, you are going to get into a relationship in August. Okay. And I feel like it will be with someone that really aligns with your morals and your values. For others of you, this is just incredibly spiritual, honestly. There's a lot of fundamental building blocks that you're kind of stacking in regards to what you emotionally align with, or you're doing a lot of work and healing from maybe, I don't know if you have a mother wound or if it's just some deep trauma that you've dealt with, whatever it is. I feel like you're integrating either religion or spirituality into your day-to-day practice. Tell me about that moon, the Knight of Wands reversed. You know what it feels like? It feels like we are emotionally maturing. Not saying you were immature before, but for that Knight of Wands reverse to be clarifying that moon, and based on the rest of the cards, it feels like a lot of emotional maturity. where maybe you feel a little lost. You are more grounded though. Like regardless as if you were lost, your feet are on the ground. You know where you're going or you know what you want emotionally and you trust yourself a lot more because of the things that you've been through. So I would say really trust your judgment this month. I almost said Leo, Capricorn. What you're going to be up to. Seven of Swords reversed, Five of Cups, the Strength reversed. Well, there's Leo. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you, okay, in Capricorn, this can be reversed for some of you. But so this is what you're doing, okay? This is the theme, and then this is what you're doing. So this is internal and external. This is internal or just simply you. The Seven of Swords reversed with the Five of Cups and the Strength reversed can sometimes be someone who is confessing something that they feel guilty about. You may start being very honest with yourself or potentially with someone else about maybe something that you regret. And I feel like there may be for some of you like a slight tone of arrogance about it, and we can all do that sometimes. Like when we're being honest about things, we can, maybe feel a little shame or something like that. And so, we can let our ego kind of but for others of you, I think it's just about you not feeling super confident in yourself. But what you're doing, and I feel like you're not feeling confident in yourself because you're being honest about maybe something that you said or something that you did. And so this is just called a conscience. And this just means that there's reflection here. This means that there's accountability and there's integrity here. So it's okay to feel those feelings. It's okay that, being honest with yourself or with others is making you feel some kind of way. Allow that to happen, right? Because through that and acceptance of something and then the will and the ability to change it can truly evolve you and make you into a stronger and a better person. And I feel like that's kind of what's happening. What other people are doing, we have the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Nine of Cups reversed. There's definitely somebody who I feel has it out for you a little bit with that Five of Swords, okay? Why is that Five of Swords there? The Page of Pentacles. Okay. This is somebody who may want real honest to God effort from you, okay? And they may feel like they need to maybe don't shoot me, cross watcher, okay? But they may feel like they need to kind of maybe manipulate or maybe deceive, or sometimes the Five of Swords just can be like winning at all costs. Like, no, you're going to put in an effort towards me, or I'm going to get what I'm worth, or whatever. But so they may be kind of unblocking you or allowing you back into their life, maybe. With that Nine of Cups reversed, it can certainly be a little bit more of a self-serving or maybe a little self-centered kind of energy a little bit. Okay. What does this person want with or want from Capricorn? The Ace of Swords reversed, the Truth. Now, this can also be them kind of convincing themselves that letting you back into their life or letting you in, they're still not going to get what they want. And so I feel like they're kind of, because two fives equate to a 10, right? And so that can be an ending. And so this person may still kind of feel like they're not going to get what they want from this. And so they may already kind of come in with a certain mindset. Okay. Have faith in your dreams. And the North Node. So I feel like there's something that you really want, or maybe someone or whatever, but it's telling you to have a little bit of faith this month and go towards the things that you desire with that North Node there, because I feel like there's something that you want that you're actually destined to have. You just have to have the faith a little bit, okay? And that includes the faith in yourself. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question and get your cards read during the live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. Enjoy your August. All right, let's move on. to Aquarius. What's going on, Aqua? How are you? I hope it's a good one. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you for August of 2025. The theme is the Five of Wands reversed. What you're doing is the Chariot, and what you're getting from other people, the Ace of Cups reversed. So let's see that Five of Wands reversed. Four of Cups reversed. Nine of Pentacles reversed. Oof. See, I don't know if this is like you or somebody else. But when I'm seeing this, it makes me think of somebody who is pretending not to care. Like, oh, I don't care. I didn't want to date you anyway, or I don't care. I didn't want that position anyway, or and like somebody basically trying to prove themselves in a situation, or somebody specifically like not paying attention to the situation, not because they're not interested in whatever the situation is, but because they're trying to prove that they don't need to pay attention to the situation, or that they don't need to even bother with that or whatever. But it really is a little bit of a front. Why is that Nine of Pentacles reversed? The Ace of see, I told you. I didn't want that opportunity anyway. Ace of Pentacles reversed. I didn't want that opportunity anyway. I wasn't even going to put in the work. It doesn't even matter. I don't care. But I feel like this person does care. And I don't know if this is you or somebody else. Like I said, this is just the theme. I will say be cautious of your finances. Like if this is you, be cautious of your finances this month, okay? Don't go, trying to prove that you're rich and then go broke, right? Or something like that. Now, what's that Five of Wands reversed? The Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, it feels very, like passive aggressive. Page of Cups reversed, Five of Wands reversed. It feels like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if that, like I said, this is just the theme. So I don't know if that's you or someone else. So for you, what you're doing, we have the Chariot, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. What are we invested in here? The Seven of Wands. Woo! I feel like you're coming out on top. Somebody is mad, I think, because you're winning something, or you're going after something, and you're doing so with a hell of a lot of courage with that Chariot there. You're rushing in to win something, and it feels competitive. Like, I don't know if you are, I don't know, maybe you're a freaking boxer and you go in the ring, or maybe you finally go for that position. But I feel like whatever it is that you're going for, yes, there's a lot of competition. This is something that you've been trying for a long time as well, because that Nine of Wands is there. So this is something that you could have been desiring for a long time, something that you've been inching towards slowly but surely, or whatever it is. But you're winning. You're coming out on top against the competition. Regardless of the competition, you're the one that's getting it. Can you tell me more about what this is? The Two of Wands. It's something you've been planning for a while. And now it's like you can finally let go of something else, like a past path, something that you don't want anymore. I really feel like you worked for this. Like, you really worked for whatever this is. And I want to say it's a long time coming. What you're getting from other people. Ooh. Ace of Cups reversed, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles reversed. Oh my goodness. I will say, I think that there's a little bit of jealousy happening here, Aquarius, because once again, like I said, I do think that you're winning something. I do think that you're achieving something, and there's someone else who's missing out on that opportunity because you're not. And so there may be some backstabbing. There may be some, fair weather friends, some, fake people in your life that is really going to be revealed to you, quite frankly. So something to just kind of be prepared for. However, this can also be that, something is just done. Something is done in your life where you don't want to have to work on it anymore. You don't want to have to do it anymore. And, this can be something like, you know, everybody was fighting for a certain position at work and you're really sick of the position that you're in. And finally you get it after a long time of like really working really, really hard. And it's like, oh God, now I don't have to freaking do that shit anymore. And there may be some people that feel like you're going to betray or you betrayed them or something. Like I remember one time I was on this app and there was this person who had the most subscribers on the app, right? And then I ended up beating that person one night and they made it all about that I was a fake friend and all of this. And I'm like, this is not about friends. This is about business. Like you're being emotional, you know? And so that's what it kind of feels like. And yeah, they like turned so many people against me. That's what it kind of feels like. And I hate to say that, right? But you know, sometimes success comes with some haters. It's time to take action. And house 6, yeah, I feel like this is about work. I feel like this is about work. Maybe you get your dream body or something, right? Maybe you've been very invested in your nutrition and your diet and your health and you waking up early every day and da 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 da. So it seems like to me, whatever this house 6 is, so making sure your work is done, sticking to your routine, sticking to your diet, going to your doctor's appointments, making sure that you're cleaning up, keeping a clean space, etc. Keep taking initiative towards these things, and also in regards to just your foundation in life and just your daily life as well and your work. Okay, so it's something about that. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Thank you guys so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question and get your cards read during this live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. Okay. Let's move on to what's going on, Pisces. You're welcome, Mojo. What's up, Deilani? What's up, Pisces? How are you? Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on for you in August. The overall theme is the Emperor. Okay. What you're doing is the 6 of Cups reversed, and the energy you're getting from someone else is the Sun reversed. Okay, what's the Emperor? Whoa, the Death card. The 8 of Pentacles. What is the Death card? The 7 of Cups. Okay. Wow, this is a very like no nonsense kind of vibe. And I say that because the 7 of Cups is kind of illusion delusion, right? The Emperor doesn't fuck with that. And the Death card certainly doesn't mess with that. And the 8 of Pentacles doesn't mess with that either. This is no time for funny business. That's your vibe. No time for funny business. If this is you, okay, let me just say somebody. Okay, there's somebody here who's incredibly masculine, all right, and they have some kind of position of power, some kind of authority in some respect. I would say a lot of authority, and this person seems to be succeeding at a rapid rate, and it's because they are ending some kind of rose-colored glasses situation in their life. So maybe it's, you know, fair weather friends, maybe it is debauchery, right? Whatever it is, they're changing that. They're being very honest with themselves. It feels like they're removing any kind of distractions from their life. And I'm wondering if this is you. Whatever the case is, it's this month is really about power and autonomy, I want to say, and change and no bullshitting around and really putting in the work and raising the standard, not just for work or people around me or who I surround myself with, but for self as well. This is no distractions, no frills, no effing around. This is straight to the point. I have shit that I have to do. This is really the vibe, honestly. I mean, it's pretty simple. The 6 of Cups reversed for what's going on with you. I'm wondering if this is you because this is very much like, okay, the best way I can explain this, the Six of Cups reversed is kind of when we're focused on negative things about the past. We're focused on negative memories. Maybe we had a heartbreak. Maybe we're holding a grudge towards somebody, whatever it is. And I feel like you're attempting to distract yourself with that Four of Wands. I want to go out. I want to party. I want to go to, every party I'm invited to, or I want to go out and have fun. But you may find that it's just like a coping mechanism or some kind of distraction. And it's because you feel unhappy in some area of your life. And I feel like the theme is removing that, like removing those negative coping mechanisms. Your coping mechanisms, how you deal with life is going to create you. It's going to become you. It is you, your coping mechanisms, how you deal with life, how you deal with heartbreak, how you deal with pain, how you deal with good things, right? How you deal with the celebration, things you celebrate, right? Some people, they celebrate by, just, I don't know, you know what? I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do this for myself. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to, cook myself a really healthy meal. Other people go to Vegas on like a 7-day binger and celebrate that way. Some people get their heart broken and they fall into drugs. Some people get their heart broken, they heal in silence, and then they turn around and heal others. So it really, and we can always change that. And so I feel like maybe that's what you're doing. You're changing how you're coping with life. You are changing how your coping mechanisms in general, and you're weeding out the distractions, I feel, if that is you. What somebody else is giving you. Oof. What is that tower? The Three of Wands reverse. All righty. Somebody is asserting their dominance towards you, or so, this would be somebody who's very attractive, the kind of person who is, I heard I'm sorry I let you down. I don't know who that's coming from. But this person is very beautiful, very attractive. This can be like a performer or somebody who's a leader in some way, somebody who kind of gives off the vibe of, I don't give a fuck what you think, whatever. And so this person seems to be maybe getting irritated with you, getting impatient. And so they may like destruct the whole thing because they've kind of lost optimism. I do feel like this person is attracted to you, but this is somebody who is, what are they doing exactly? The Ten of Pentacles reverse. Oof. Is this like, is this the straw? I feel like you're a masculine. Is this the straw that broke the camel's back? Like this can also be somebody who's like a motivator, somebody who's like maybe a life coach or something. And they're like, this isn't fucking working for you. You need to get your shit together. Like, honestly, it's like, and I feel like they may even have really good intentions with the Sun reverse and the Queen of Wands. But I don't feel, does this person have bad intentions? What are their intentions here? The Lovers. So this is either somebody who's trying to make you better with some tough love, and it's almost like they want to make you better for them, or this person is attempting to motivate you so that way you can either find, like, maybe this is the best friend that's like, I don't know why you keep dealing with these people. I don't know what your problem is. You need to get your shit together. You need to go to the gym. You need to whatever it is. So, and they may be trying to help you find a partner, or they're just trying to help you connect with your higher self, or they're trying to motivate you to make higher self decisions because something isn't working and they're getting impatient, and they might kind of give you a talking to. That's what it feels like. And it may feel aggressive, but it's coming from a good place. I feel like it would behoove you to listen, honestly. Don't get mad at me. What do you need to release? And then Leo. I feel like you need to get your confidence back. And this is Leo season. So what a great time. There's something, what is the need to release thing? The Queen of Swords. This is now about like the queen. Think about the Queen of Swords reversed, right? She's still thinking like overly emotional, right? She's being overly emotional. She can't really make head over heart decisions because she has not allowed herself to cut the crap and acquire the wisdom from the crap that she has acquired. Okay. And now she just needs to utilize it. And I feel like there's something in your life that is making you stupid. You know, or making or getting you to make really dumb decisions. And I think it's because maybe emotions are involved. So I think now is the time to be able to take the wisdom that you learn from said situation, whatever that may be, and apply it to your life and be able to make head over heart decisions at this point. So that way you can work on you, which is Leo. Leo is about the self, it's about self confidence, it's about self expression, those things. So that is what I have for you, Pisces. Thank you so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. Good luck, Pisces. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Thanks, Ramon. Let's go ahead and move on to Aries. What's going on, Aries? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you for August. So the theme is the Page of Wands reversed, okay? What you're doing is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Oh, God. What other people are giving you is the Six of Pentacles reversed, which doesn't seem like a whole hell of a lot. So let's see what's going on. The World's reversed. The Queen of Cups. There's love here. But it's with somebody from the past. But we're delaying that, aren't we? With that Page of Wands reverse. Why are we delaying it? The King of Pentacles. If you're a feminine, okay, you're definitely in love with somebody. That's certainly there. And you have unfinished business emotionally with a person, but you seem to be putting that off or avoiding said person. And when I asked why, it was because of the King of Pentacles reversed. We all know how much I love the King of Pentacles reversed. The King of Pentacles reversed is, you know, quite frankly, a fucking leech. Okay. He or she is a leech and they're just there to kind of use you and that's it. And so you may feel like if you're this Queen of Cups, you may feel like your love is quite genuine, but you may feel like the other person is not. And so it's like you're kind of just like, well, I'll just sit here with my love and you know, that's it. Although I will say, when the Queen of Cups comes out, it's usually the love is usually mutual. Now, what I will say about love is that not everybody has had the same experience with love. Not everybody was brought up in the same household where love was different. And your parents or your caregivers, or if you don't have caregivers, whoever raised you as a child is the person or the people that show you what love is, whether that actually is what love is textbook or whether it's just a fucked up perspective of what said people think love is or whatever. So based on the type of love that we were taught, aka given, that is the kind of love that we go to subconsciously seek out. And you know, maybe this person grew up with like a narcissistic parent and maybe it turned them into a narcissist and they may have a very different idea of what love is, you know, whatever. So does that make sense? Um, so it doesn't make it any better, right? And you should definitely be loved the way that you want to be loved. So let's see what you're doing. The Wheel of Fortune reverse, the Hangman, and the Knight of Cups. You may actually be taking action towards said person. What's that Wheel of Fortune reverse? The Three of Pentacles. For some of you, you're holding on to a third party. You may find yourself this month in August kind of going about this love situation in a similar way that you have before. And you're going to come to the conclusion, or you're going to, and like you're trying to get on the same page, but it's not really working. And so you're coming to the conclusion that, okay, that's not working. The way that I've always done things before is not working. And so you're gaining perspective on that. And you may be letting go of the old way. So for instance, let's say that, and this is just an example, okay, but let's say that the way that you used to try to get this person attention is you used to post pictures of yourself in like lingerie or your boxers on Instagram to try to get their attention, right? Knowing that they're gonna look, okay? Maybe that's what it is, all right? But whatever it is, you're not doing that anymore. And so there may be this moment where you feel like you're going to have to be the one to kind of make the sacrifice and take action with that Knight of Cups, because you are taking action. Now, for some of you, okay, you're having a hard time letting go of the past. And so you may be focusing a little bit more on creativity. Okay. What you're getting from another person or other people. Oh, God. Gross. Okay. See, I judged too fucking early. The Six of Pentacles reversed with the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Cups. Okay. Well, see, this makes me feel like it's at first. I will be honest. I feel like you're going to have to be the one to take action. Okay. Now, I don't see this person initiating action. That's why I say that. It seems like they're pulling their energy back. They're not really moving. They're being a stubborn ass, bullheaded turd, right? But I feel, because this is your last card and this is theirs, I feel like once you take that action, you may end up in a relationship with this person again, or maybe you're already married and then you guys end up making up. But it does look pretty good. I have a feeling that this person really cares about what other people think, like to a weird degree. Fucking asshole. I hate it here. I really hate it here. Really fucking hate it here. So yeah, emotions are running high. You don't say. And then we have Virgo. Some of you guys are dealing with the Virgo, or maybe you have Virgo placements. So yeah, I mean, I think this is about staying grounded in overly emotional situations, honestly. That's what I feel. Staying grounded in overly emotional situations. It's kind of like you got to roll with the punches a little bit, you know? You got to roll with the punches a little bit. I would say be cautious as well, because when you put like emotions are running high and then Virgo, I'm thinking of like the neurotic version of Virgo where they get super analytical, overly critical of self, of others. So just be cautious of that kind of energy, because you might like lose your shit a little bit. But sometimes things have to get worse before they get better, right? So that is what I have for you, Aries. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question and get your cards read during this live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. Good luck in August. Oh my God, I'm like sweating so bad. I need to get some freaking water, dude. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get some water. Hold on. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys what I meant. You guys remember when I was talking earlier in the little like These little bottles. This is what I use to put my little blueberry tea in. I wanted to show it to you guys. I think they're so cute. You need a mini. Oh my God, I forgot I do. Wait. I forgot I have a fan right here. Idiot, idiot. Not you, me. Thanks, meow. I know. It's like the lifelong legend of me getting hot and sweaty and disgusting in this room like a damn tarot stripper. Like, okay, let's go ahead and move on to Taurus, shall we? All right, what's going on, Taurus? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you for, I almost said June. Ew, I don't want to go back to June. August. Justice. Okay. What you're doing is the King of Swords reversed. Okay, so you may be a masculine. What somebody else is doing is the Eight of Wands. Okay. Could be a long distance thing here. Maybe you're traveling for work, or maybe there's somebody you're traveling to go see. Justice, Six of Wands reversed, King of Cups. Oh my goodness. Well, excuse me. I feel like there's a relationship that you're entering. Like you're in a relationship or you're like low key about it. This person is right for you. This feels like love to me. So I feel like you're a masculine. You're very much in your sovereignty, very emotionally mature. You're not like trying to go off and get a bunch of attention or get a bunch of validation. I feel like when it comes to whatever you're feeling emotionally, you're not putting it on display or putting it on social media or making a big deal out of it, but you are very, what's that? Justice. Like what came into balance? The Queen of Pentacles reversed. Finances or somebody that maybe was not on board before that is on board now, a feminine energy. Some of you, you're getting some kind of good karma as well, but you're not like being showboaty about it, like, ah, yeah, like, because I'm a good guy, you know, or whatever. Like, you're being very you're being very mature about it. I'm sorry. If you don't make yourself laugh, right? Okay. Well, let's see what the hell you're doing. The King of Swords. Damn, three kings. What is going on? What's that? Ten of Wands reversed? The Three of Cups reversed. Oh, dear God. Some of you are gay. Okay. Some of you are a gay man and you have a lot of other men that are in your DMs. If that's the case, we love that for you. Yay. If you are not a homosexual man and you are straight and this is you, I would say, mm, you may be biting off more than you can chew when it comes to third-party situations or group dynamics. You're taking on too much when it comes to maybe love interests or even when it comes to socializing. Like, because I feel like this is how you're showing up, I want to say. And you may have other low vibrational men, I guess, around you that are a little egoic or, you know, gaslighters or liars, something like that. And you may be like, yeah, I don't fucking think this is for me. Like you just may be like, this is not cutting it. For others of you, this is you, but it's teaching you something. It's teaching you to become the King of Cups. And I feel like partially a feminine energy may be inspiring this because something comes into balance with this person. There may be like a lot of gossip, rumors, or drama that you're involved with, and you're like, oh, God, and some of you started it and you're like, oh, fuck, what do I do? Or you've been involved somehow and you're like, oh, I don't want to be a part of it. It's like, well, you can't back out now, something like that. You said it, or I don't know. And hello, like Leo said, right? Some of you, if you're a feminine energy, then you are just batting them off left and right. You're like, gross, no. Like, and if you are a woman, okay, I feel like there are going to be a lot of men that inspire your masculine energy. And so what do I mean by that? Um, so like, sometimes a man will be like, "Oh, I like a very feminine woman," but like he's broke, he makes you like lift all of the grocery bags, he's never paying for dinner, he's a gaslighter, he hasn't healed, he's narcissistic, and you're like, "How am I supposed to be an angel in a fucking war zone?" Right? And so it could inspire like that side of you a little bit. But then it feels like there's somebody who comes in who's patient, stoic, deep. It could be a Scorpio or a Libra. And I feel like they're going to just woo-saw you right back into that cute little dress of yours or whatever. You know what I mean? So what you're getting from other people, yeah, see, I told you. So the Eight of Wands, the Page of Swords reverse, the Star. You're definitely involved in some kind of a gossip, rumors, drama. Like you're like either the talk of the town or you've been talking too much or something. And it's definitely around like groups because we have Mercury, communication, Mercury's retrograde, something to keep in mind, at least till August 11th. The Star, that's Aquarius. Aquarius can be about friends, groups, communities, or at least 11th house can be, which Aquarius has an association to. But I feel like there will be healing. Like it's almost like somebody's inquiring about something that they heard. And this can come from like a phone call or at a distance, something like that. What's that Page of Swords? The Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody seems to be heartbroken and pretty hurt about something. And they may be like, hello, what the fuck? God, I love that. God damn it. I am so pissed. I am so fucking pissed. I am really about to lose it. This was not it. You know what? I literally just should have wonderful. You know what, guys? We have to change this camera. I'm sorry. We got to change this camera. It's just not working for me. Can't do it. It's that fucking camera, dude. It is literally that camera. I hate it so much. Okay. All right. Give me a second here. God, so annoying. I can't even believe this is fucking real. Okay, let's try it like this, shall we? All right, this is gonna have to be good enough. Okay. I don't know why that camera is freaking like that. I hate it so much. Anyway, I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know why I was doing that. I'm so sorry. I'm literally so freaking sorry. I'm so sorry, Taurus. I love you. I'm sorry. So sorry. Okay. Let's just go like that. Hopefully that works. Retrograde. Yeah, or maybe it's just hackers. I don't know. Okay, Taurus. Well, you guys don't have the overhead camera now, at least for now. So I'm really sorry. No, we're just gonna have to do this like garage sale stream for the rest of the night. I should have just continued to fucking edit my video. I shouldn't even gone live tonight. I'm so pissed. I should have just done what I was doing. Where'd my star card go? I can't fucking do this. I'm getting so irritated. I'm getting so fucking pissed. Okay. A new romantic cycle begins. Fabulous. And sextile. Great. Well, this is pretty point blank simple. New romantic cycle begins. Whether that's with an old person or a new person, it's happening for you. It's going to be an opportunity. It's not just going to, magically you're going to marry this person or magically they're just going to be committed to you. You're going to have to work on it, but it is a positive opportunity. So, good luck, Taurus. Thank you so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. That pissed me off. That pissed me off so bad. Okay, I'm not just pissed that my picture is crooked. I'm pissed because this has happened 4 times during my live. Okay? I'd rather just be editing my Where Dead Flowers Bloom video. I'm so pissed I even went live. Like, I'm really happy to see you guys. Don't get me wrong. Get out! Get- Don't start, you motherfuckers. Don't even start. Don't even start. 1 second, please. I love you too. Well, there's the Venus square Mars, right, guys? Fuck you. What's up, Infinite? You're welcome. I can't do it, buddy. I'm just really, no. Okay. I have some dragon's blood. Are you a Virgo? Fuck you, meow. Okay. So the camera is also crooked, but I don't really think there's anything that I can do about that. Do you guys know what that is? Do you guys remember when I decorated for Valentine's Day and I hung those things up there? That's still there. I can't get it off. There we go. My God. I just can't do it. Thanks, Mojo. I love Geminis. My daughter is a Gemini, and she's like the sweetest baby in the whole world and so smart. Okay. Speaking of Geminis, let's do Gemini. I just want to, honestly, I'm at the point where I just want to get this over with. I hate being at that point. I just want to get this over with. All right, Gemini, hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you. Are you fucking kidding? Just gonna. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. God. I can't. Oh my God. I'm crying. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so fucking sorry. Oh my God. Oh. Oh my God. I'm so fucking sorry, you guys. Oh God. Okay. I'm sorry. It was just the it was just the straw. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm really glad I don't have to be live for 2 more days after this. Oh, holy shit. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh my God. What's up, Sandra? Oh God, you guys, thank you so much for dealing with me. Holy crap. Okay. Like the camera just shit the bed like 3 times. Then after I finally got it situated somewhat, Lori's freaking out about the freaking picture in the back because it's crooked because she's a Virgo. Then I get that situated somewhat, and Valeria comes in here and she starts scratching the shit out of my faux leather uh bed frame. And then I just can't. It's honestly so comical. Now that's a Venus square Mars. Venus in my second house squaring Mars in my sixth. Oh crap. Okay. Alrighty. Please don't rewatch this. Felt cute, might delete later. The only one on YouTube that does tarot upside down. Right. Okay, Gemini, you're getting your reading. I am so sorry. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you so much for waiting. So yeah. Okay. Gemini, what's going on, buddy? Um, I almost did the overhead camera again. All right. Uh, the theme, the Fool reversed. The Two of Wands reversed for what you're doing. What other people are doing towards you is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. All right. The Fool, the Judgment, the Hangman reverse. Jesus Christ. You are really resisting a path. You're afraid. The Fool, the Judgment reverse. All of them are reversed. You're afraid. You're afraid to make a sacrifice. You are afraid to make the decision. There is a huge apprehension here that maybe you're doing something too impulsively because you feel like you're apprehensive towards whatever this is because you feel like you don't have perspective, or you feel like you don't know the answers, or you feel like you don't know if this is the right decision. What's that Judgment reverse? The Ace of Wands reversed. Whew. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty rough. It it feels like you don't want to accept some kind of level of power, and so you're essentially holding yourself back. You don't really have a game plan. You're just kind of sitting on the fence about something. You're like, how do I go about this? You may end up doing something impulsive and then be like, fuck, and then you try to kind of go back on it a little bit. But there seems to be this lack of motivation in regards to something that you're attempting to achieve, or maybe it's not even a lack of motivation. Maybe it's more of just you're delaying things because you're uncertain. What's that Hangman reverse? The Wheel of Fortune reverse. Jesus. It feels like it's out of your control a little bit. It feels like other things are occurring in your life that are kind of affecting this decision or indecision, really. I feel like this decision is dependent on someone else with that Seven of Pentacles, because this Seven of Pentacles is what somebody else is doing or isn't doing or whatever. What is this like? What is this whole thing about? The Nine of Swords reversed. The Seven of Wands. You seem to be worried about something, and you're trying to ease your mind a little bit about going after what it is that you want. And it may be like a competitive situation or something that you're needing to kind of fight for or compete for a little bit. God, that light is so bright. I just can't even hear myself think with that big ass light. Oh, that's better. That was just so bright. Oh, thank Christ. I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot, Gemini. It's very like nothing seems to be moving along. Nothing seems to be really moving along. Because once again, it feels like you're dependent on, I don't want to say dependent, but you're like, how do I explain this? Like maybe you have a business partner and you can't really do it alone. And so you're waiting on this other person to kind of get up and help you make a decision or invest more or something like that. But it's like you're just kind of stuck here until they do or something like that. You can't also be judging yourself too harshly. Oh, I see. There's a new path that's available to you or a new path that you're trying to start, but unfortunately, you're kind of underestimating yourself a little bit, getting in your own head, analysis paralysis. You think, oh, it's just going to be like it's always been. Like, for instance, maybe you got severely bullied in school and now like that just haunts you everywhere. And so now you just don't have the confidence to go for things or whatever it may be. But it's this fear or something. You're getting over it though, aren't you? The Two of Wands reversed, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Nine of Wands. Well, maybe there is a lack of planning, right? Maybe there is some uncertainty, but you're coming out of that. I feel like the uncertainty, you may, it almost, okay, so you're going to be mad at me for this, but it's almost like, I love you. It's almost like you are making someone else or something else responsible for why you're not achieving something or why you're not going after something. But it's really you. It feels more like an excuse or a bit of a scapegoat situation. Because really, I don't think that you actually need anybody or there's not an actual dependence on something else. I feel like it's just you. It's you getting in your own way, in my opinion. But you're fighting it. You're coming out on top with that Nine of Wands. So good for you. Fighting your own battles. You know what I'm saying? What's that Two of Wands about? The Chariot. Yeah, it's just fear. Somebody else? Okay. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups reversed, and the Three of Wands. It seems like there's somebody here who is either invested in you, invested in something that you have going on, or that the two of you have going on together, but they seem to be a little bit of a stickler. Like they're being pretty, mm, they're being pretty, mm, how do I explain? Very sobering. They're very sobering. Like they're being very realistic about a situation. What's that Three of Wands? They're being a stickler with you because they're like, listen, they've invested in some way, shape, or form, but it feels like they want it to be a certain way or they want something to happen a little bit quicker. And they're like, listen, dude, if you're not going to fucking like help me out or make this happen, like I got to go. You know, it feels like something like that. They just seem very matter of fact, very sobering, whoever this is. The answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini and then Pluto. I feel like you're about to have a very deep conversation or a vulnerable conversation with someone, and it's going to get pretty real pretty quick, but it's going to be for the better. It's going to dig things up from your subconscious and from your mind that you need to evolve from or that you need to change. What answers about what? Seven of Swords. about something that maybe you've been avoiding, or something that you've been something that someone else has been avoiding, something that's been kind of happening behind the scenes, or something in regards to strategy or how you're going to maneuver through something. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you guys so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question to get your cards read during the live, then you can ask a question right here on YouTube. I'm so over it already. I'm just so over it today. Oh my God. All right, let's move on to Cancer. All right, Cancer. What's going on, Cancer? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on for you in August. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just need to delete that. Can I delete that camera? I'll have to remember to do it. I'm so sorry. Okay, Cancer, let's see. I keep forgetting that that overhead camera isn't there. The Knight of Wands reversed for the theme of August for you. The Death card for what you're doing. The Knight of Swords reversed for somebody else. So I wonder if this Knight of Wands for the theme is this person. Okay. What's that Knight of Wands about for the theme? The Eight of Wands. The High Priestess reverse. What's that High Priestess reverse? The Ace of Pentacles. What's that Knight of Wands reverse doing? The Two of Swords reversed. Okay. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. It feels like somebody's being a little bit pushy or a little arrogant, or like, we can't avoid this. On guard. I don't know. It's just like the Knight of Wands reverse is pretty inconsistent. They really don't know what direction they're going. They don't know their armpit from their ass, you know, and it feels like this person is trying to maybe it's a stalemate situation, maybe it's some kind of decision that this person is trying to make. Now again, I don't know if this is you or someone else, okay? But it can be coming from a distance with that Eight of Wands, or you can be wondering if you want to travel to go see someone. Like maybe it's a new person with that Ace of Pentacles there. High Priestess reverse, though. There's some uncertainty or some fear around this conversation that you may be having, or having a hard time trusting your intuition in regards to what to say or how to say it when it comes to this opportunity. It almost feels like there's someone doesn't trust it with that High Priestess reversed. And certainly doesn't trust themselves either, which is a hell of a combo. What's the Eight of Wands? The Ten of Cups reversed. There's some kind of either a divorce or some kind of breakup of some sort, or not feeling emotionally supported in some way. And so there seems to be some communication around that, or a revealing of whatever those feelings are. But it feels a little mm, I don't know if eerie is the right word. I don't think it's eerie. It's just weird. It's a weird vibe. I feel like a secret is gonna be spilt or something like that. I almost pressed the damn button. Almost did it. Ooh. What's that Five of Wands about? The Four of Swords. Well, this is you. I feel like this is more of like an internal thing that you're kind of going through. The Death, the Three of Pentacles reversed, the Five of Wands is being clarified by the Four of Swords. So, I mean, there are definitely some changes that you're implementing in regards to your life, maybe around coworkers, people that you don't really get along with. I'm not going to lie, you could be involved in some kind of like coworker drama, okay? You could be, not seeing eye to eye with the boss or a coworker or whatever it is. And so you may be like quitting a job for some of you, I'm not going to lie, or you're debating on whether or not to quit a job to maybe focus on something else or creative pursuits or whatever. Or there may be some kind of change in the workplace that you don't necessarily agree with, to be honest. For some of you, if this is about love or something like that, you may be deciding to end a relationship, or I feel like you are ending it, but the death card is usually like something that's happened, but I feel like it's you though. I feel like you're like, "You know what? This just either has to change or it has to die," pretty much, because we're not on the same page. And there could be like some conflict or a little bit of like unnecessary drama, honestly, that could be kind of messing with your peace of mind. Some of you are wondering if you should come out of like your little hidey hole in order to entertain something or not. Okay. What is that Five of Wands about? The Emperor in reverse. Ooh. If you're that Emperor in reverse, I think that you need to stop feeling like you have to have control, or stop being passive aggressive, and just say what you mean and mean what you say. Okay. If you're not that Emperor reversed, then I feel like you're getting pissed off at somebody who's being a dick. Like, I feel like it could be a boss or it could be a lover. It's basically some kind of authority figure or a masculine figure who's a little too big for their britches. And kind of pissing you off. So, I don't know what the fuck that is. Somebody else around you, what is their action towards Cancer? The Star? The Knight of Swords reversed, the King of Swords reversed with the Hermit and the Star. Okay. There seems to be someone who's not really in communication with you, maybe. They're not really communicating to you. They're not really saying anything. This person may be a bit triggered. They may be going through a bit of a dark night of the soul, some kind of healing or self-awareness. And I think that this person has hope with you, or they may be wanting to heal something with you, but they may be healing something within themselves first. So you have surrender to the divine in Jupiter. Well, Jupiter is in your sign, it's in Cancer, and Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So, I mean, Cancer placements are going to be, feeling the love for the next year anyway. But I feel like just whatever you feel like is giving you some level of resistance, or you can feel that it's not for you, just let it go. Just surrender to the divine, and you'll see how many blessings kind of come towards you and are for you, and have a little bit of faith. A little bit of faith can go a long way, especially with Jupiter in your sign. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Cancer. Thank you guys so much. I hope you'll like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question and get your cards read during the live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. All right, let's do Leo. God, I feel like the stream took so long. All right, Leo, what's going on? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you. Yes, I'm wearing my flannel pajama pants. Thank you so much. What's going on with you for your season? Happy birthday if it is your birthday. Let's see the theme, Five of Cups reverse. That's good. The Six of Pentacles reverse for what you're doing. What somebody else is doing is the Five of Swords. This reminds me of, damn it, I'm not going to remember. I just know I'm not. Okay. Five of Cups reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed, and the Ace of Swords. What's that Ace of Swords? The Tower reversed. I feel like you're solving a problem. I think it's a problem from the past. It's something that has kind of tripped you up or kept you in stuck mode a little bit. It definitely can be financial or something work related. I feel like you messed up somewhere, or you are messing up somewhere, but I do feel like you have an idea to make sure that it all doesn't fall down with that Ace of Swords. There can be a conversation specifically around money, health, work, finances. What's that? Five of Cups reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed. You can also be having a very healing conversation with maybe somebody that, things weren't really moving forward with. I feel like maybe there's somebody here that doesn't want to lose another person. There may be forgiveness or apologies or, just kind of letting go of the past and trying to evolve and go from there is what it feels like. Tell me more about that Ace of Swords. The Eight of Swords reversed. So something that was stuck for a while, it seems to be moving in the right direction. If you're afraid that something is all going to like fall down and fall apart, you're wrong, I think, at least from what I'm seeing here. I feel like you're wrong. I feel like it's kind of that like last minute saving grace is what's happening. Some of you can be writing, speaking, listening to podcasts, something like that, having very clarifying conversations that lead to bigger and grander ideas that get you out of a shitty financial situation, or maybe you're the one offering advice to somebody else. Ew, yeah, there's something in regards to a work or a money situation once again. Okay, I heard friends and business don't mix. Okay, so that can certainly be the case. Oh boy. What's that? Six of Pentacles reversed. The Page of Wands reversed. Ooh, goodness gracious. Please be responsible with your money. Don't go out getting fucked up. Don't involve yourself with a bunch of fair weather friends. For some of you, you're taking advantage of someone. Okay, don't do that. I heard everything's boring. Something is getting ready to change in regards to who you surround yourself with, and maybe your finances, how you're budgeting, what you're spending money on, who you're spending money on, your work and what you're doing for work. I feel like you really need to kind of hunker down and get it together. I feel like you have to remove some kind of distractions from your life to be able to achieve and work on the things that you need to and that you want to, so that way you can get to a more independent place, or at least get to a place where you feel like you can relax a little bit more. I would also be cautious of third party situations as well, because you can be getting yourself um involved with third party situations, and it can create a lot of drama and it's going to get you nowhere. Okay, so just be cautious. Somebody that you're dealing with. Oh my God. Leo, I'm so sorry. This should have been better for your season. I mean, there is forgiveness and understanding, and there is movement forward after a long time of being stuck in it, like a financial or a work situation. But there's somebody here who's kind of being a little bit of an asshat, or they seem to be pretty pissed. They're kind of not really allowing you in their space. They're not really welcoming you into their space. This is somebody who feels like they have something to prove to you. They're like, yeah, fuck you, I don't need you, or I don't want you around, or whatever. Why? The Two of Pentacles. There's something about money here. There's something about money, honestly. Something about money. It can also be around a decision that you made that they were not impressed with, or something like that. Oh my God. We got a time for healing in the South Node. Something you need to let go of. What is this that they need to let go of? The Three of Swords. Some kind of pain that you've been holding on to. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like self-esteem issues. I don't know if it's like, little Susie pushed you down the slide when you were 6 years old and, told you she didn't want to date you, or, if your dad was a piece of crap to you, or I don't know, whatever it is, you're still harboring that. You're still holding on to that. And if you don't let go of that thing, it is going to hold on to you until the bitter end. And I don't know what that's about, but you're destined to release whatever this is. It's likely some kind of karma that you brought in with you from a past life, if you believe in that kind of thing. Okay. So, happy birthday. Thanks a lot, Leo. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. Doo, 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 doo. Bye, Vanessa. Have a good one, honey. All right, let's move on to my Virgos. Virgo power. All right, Virgo, let's see. I would just like to say I have been enlightened and thoroughly entertained this evening. That makes one of us. But no problem. I don't want to say anytime because I just don't need that to happen again. All right, Virgos, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on for you for August. Okay, the theme, Six of Wands, love that for you. The Queen of Wands reversed for what you're doing. Okay. The Knight of Cups reversed for what somebody else is doing. Let's see. You kind of met your match in someone here. King of Wands reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. You are not this King of Wands reversed because it shows that you're the Queen of Wands reversed. Is Virgo getting that Six of Wands? Yes. 2 6s. All right. Good for you. You seem to be having some level of success in your life. Okay. It can be around a love partner, friends, community, deep, intimate conversations that you're having with people, but it seems like somebody or people really like what you're doing, and it doesn't have to be like a big deal, like you're becoming the world's biggest pop star or anything like that, okay? It can just be something simple, maybe you're getting promoted at work, or maybe you finish some kind of project or podcast or something and you put online and a lot of people like it, but somebody doesn't like it, or somebody is maybe trying to manipulate your success. It seems like somebody has some hurt feelings or a bit of an ego bruise about you or your level of success in some way, or they're a little pissed off. Why? The moon reversed because of something that you found out about them, or something that they found out about you. So something that was kind of revealed or whatever. And so I feel like this person is maybe trying to sway people's opinion of you with that Magician reversed and that Six of Wands, because they're in their feelings about something, or they're upset, or they're in their ego, or their pride is hurt, or whatever. Why are they doing that? Give me one more. The Two of Cups, because they love you. And maybe they're not manipulating your success, but they may be feeling some kind of way about it. But for some of you, they are. They're trying to sway people's opinion about you. But for some of you, it's that you actually are getting into a relationship, or you're connecting with someone else, and that may make them fearful or prideful or upset. Something like that. Huh. What are you doing here? Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, now I don't know if you're this man or if you're this woman. Is Virgo this Queen of Wands reversed? Whoops. Reversed is no, upright is yes. Yes. Okay. Oh man, you're pretty pissed off. I feel like you have for some of you, you have two men that are very upset with you. Can be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be, of course, but you seem to be furious. Why are we furious? The Four of Pentacles. Somebody's messing with your money. Somebody's trying to cause you some kind of loss. You're trying to withhold your anger, hold back your anger. Somebody's not giving you what you're worth. Tell me more about why the Queen of Wands is reversed. The Empress reversed. Jesus Christ. There could be another woman that you're getting pissed off about. this woman, Empress reversed, may have some self-worth, self-value issues, and you may have jealousy issues this month or anger issues this month. Listen, don't bite it off if you can't chew it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's somebody here who's basically, there may be somebody who's trying to play on your self-worth or self-value issues because they're trying to get you to stay or something like that. But the King of Cups reverse is full of shit. You know, he's full of shit. He's emotionally immature. He's not emotionally stable. He likes to act like he is, and he will literally say anything in order to convince someone of something so he can get a need met, a sexual need met usually, or an emotional need met. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, Virgo, I feel like you got some male haters this month. Okay. I feel like you got some man haters this month. But somebody loves you. I don't know if you love them back though, or something. Let's see what somebody else is doing here. Oh God. As if. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, that was probably so annoying. Knight of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups reversed, Ace of Cups reversed. Manipulative, selfish, only out for their own wishes and desires. They have no, I feel like this is this person. They have no intention of being honest or being real or being vulnerable or being emotionally honest. This can be somebody who's like addicted to drugs or has shitty coping mechanisms, just a selfish turd, honestly. Oh man. Well, sorry. Look at the bigger picture, and then we have Mars. Let yourself venture out a little bit. I feel like some of you are stuck in this like little bubble that you've been stuck in for a long time. I feel like you need to venture out. I feel like you need to meet new people. I feel like you need to go out there and let your freak flag fly or whatever whatever it is, right? I feel like you're gonna have to fight for what you want. I feel like you need to defend yourself. I feel like you need to move forward. I feel like you need to be proactive and take initiative and go after the things that you want. Big picture shit, not this petty little silly children games. Don't deal with that. This month is likely going to reveal to you exactly what you want. Okay. So thank you so much, Virgo. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you would like to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. Oh, I love Venus and Virgo. They don't get enough credit, honestly. You're welcome, meow. Sorry, no, that sounded crappy. All right. Libra. What's going on, Libra? Hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see what is going on for you. Almost pressed that damn button again. Okay. Queen of Cups for the theme. Not mad at it. What are you doing? The Strength reversed. What is someone else doing to you? World reversed. Okay. Damn. Okay. Libra always got some shit going on. Some of you already have an established love, or you're falling in love, or maybe you have a partner already. Whatever the case is, I do feel like it's mutual with that Queen of Cups there. There's some opportunity coming in this month. I mean, real honest to God opportunity, brand new opportunity. And it could be business opportunity, opportunities to learn something, to teach something, to write something, to build something. And I mean, the fruit is really ripe for the picking. And I feel like these are things that you are emotionally motivated to accomplish and to seek out and do. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. Queen of Pentacles reverse. Some of you are in a same-sex relationship or you're in love with the same sex. For others of you, be cautious that you're not neglecting your finances or neglecting your 3D world or your practical world or your work or whatever in order to focus on love too much. I'm not saying that you can't, right? But you may kind of let something else suffer because you're involved in something else. So just be cautious of that. You know, or like taking care of yourself and your routine and going to the gym, things like that. But I mean, you know, the Ace of Wands are the most potent energy, and then the pages are the second most potent energy, in my opinion. And so I feel like with these two pages, you're completing something. Okay. After the 10 of Pentacles comes the Page of Pentacles. After the 10 of Swords comes the Page of Swords. So this is after a long time coming. Something has ended. Now something is getting ready to evolve, and you are now becoming. And I feel like you're going to be very well rounded by the time this journey is over or complete or whatever the case is. I'm sorry? What is this? Libra, what is this? Is Libra that Queen of Cups? Yes. So then what are you doing? Are you not holding back anymore on something? You seem to be upset or like you're in a mood about something, some kind of injustice. What's that justice reverse? The Lovers. Something is not balanced. You're not happy somewhere, like you're not happy with something. And so you feel kind of off your rocker a little bit. And you feel like something is unjust or unjustified, or some of you guys fucked up somewhere. And now you're needing to like recalibrate and refocus. Okay. Can we get some more on what this is? The Sun. For some of you, a lot of this stuff is really out of your control, or there's something external that happened to you to put you in this frame of mind. What was that? The Queen of Swords. A woman. I mean, this is Libra. It could have just been you, but I feel like this is somebody outside of you that I don't know, maybe they gave you a talking to, or they're going to give you a talking to, or they're going to make you realize something. And it may honestly, it may kind of trigger you a little bit. Like there's been times where people have like told the truth about me to me. And I've been like, well, you don't know shit. You know, it's like, yeah, they did. They were totally fucking right. You know what I mean? But I just like didn't want to hear it at the time. And I'm wondering if that's something that's going on with you. But through this, through whatever this is, or through whatever this moment is, there's going to be some revelations that you're going to have. And I feel like through that, you're going to find more a bigger or a stronger or more stable sense of confidence. This to me is about making better decisions. A lot of it is about making better decisions in your life. Because remember that Queen of Pentacles was reversed. And so it made me feel like you've been somewhere that you really didn't want to be. And somebody's kind of whipping your ass into shape. Or, you know, even if it's like an enemy, you know, sometimes I've learned more from my enemies sometimes than my friends, honestly, you know? And some of you may be learning something from someone else that you just, yeah, I don't know. There's somebody here from the past, the World reversed, the Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. This can be somebody who is trying to support you or trying to provide for you in some way. Maybe it's providing advice, maybe it's providing financial stability, providing a relationship, but they don't ever seem to be happy, or they always seem to be disappointed, or, and there's some unfinished business, or there's like a completion that needs to occur in this person's life or between the two of you in order for it to mature or just get better. What's that? Why is that Four of Cups there? The Wheel of Fortune. It feels like they want movement forward in some way, shape, or form, but they're not getting that, or they want more than what they have now. And for some reason, it's just like it's not happening fast enough or happening in the way that they want. What is this person's intentions towards Libra? The Magician reversed. Give me one more. The Nine of Swords reversed. This person may be trying to manipulate you to, I don't know, give them more or to do better in some way. They seem to be insecure about themselves a little bit, though. Okay. I feel like with that King of Pentacles, I feel like, you know, the King of Pentacles is great, right? But sometimes he can be a little condescending or like, it's not good enough or whatever, you know? So it can be something like that. But it doesn't feel like this person is trying to manipulate you in a bad way. It just feels like Like, oh, I'm just really disappointed in you. I wish you would have done this better, or I wish you would have made this decision. Like, because they wanted different for you, something like that. You have a time to give rather than take, and then house 4. So this may be about allowing yourself to be more vulnerable with someone. This can be around family or home or a living situation where you're needing to serve a little bit more or be a bit more generous with your time or your energy. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's with someone you live with or a roommate, but for some reason it's telling you to give something of yourself. What are we giving here? The star reversed, offering more hope or healing into a situation instead of like doubt and stubbornness or whatever. So that is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you guys so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question to get your cards read during this live, then you can do so right here on YouTube. Okay, let's move on. All right, last but not least, Scorpio. Your hair is beautiful. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Definitely get yourselves the I haven't dyed my hair in a really long time, and so I've been kind of laying off the bleach a little. But I also haven't been using the blow dryer or curling iron or straightener or anything in like months. I've been using those little that little thing that goes over your head and you just roll your hair. It honestly has made my hair so much healthier. Thanks, energy. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. That's so nice that you say that though. Yeah, the silk rollers. I don't think I'm supposed to be doing tarot, honestly. Well, meow, I haven't had bleach in a long time. I think it was like maybe in February is the last time I got my hair done. Maybe. Or is it last year? I don't know. I don't remember. Let's move on to Scorpio. What's up, Scorpio? I hope you guys are doing well. Let's go ahead and see. You're welcome, Barbie. Thank you. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you for August. Okay. Page of Cups, Page of Swords for what you're doing. Maybe doing some writing, podcasting, learning, teaching. 10 of Cups. Hello. Are you getting into a relationship this month or are you already in one? What's that 6 of Cups reversed? Hierophants. Oh, wow. Okay. Page of Cups, 6 of Cups reversed, and the Emperor. Wow. So, I don't know if you're this Emperor or not, so I'm just going to say the masculine. There seems to be an offer, an admiration of another person. It seems to be a bit of a crush, or it's very sweet. It's very innocent in a way. However, there's somebody here that holds a little bit of a grudge, either towards said person or has a little bit of a reversed stiffy when it comes to relationships. Because I asked what that 6 of Cups reversed is, and I got the Hierophant. Now, it can be that somebody here is stuck on a past relationship and they're having a hard time moving on despite this very attractive energy, aka the Emperor. This masculine is being a little like, tell me more about that Emperor. Oh, that's what's under the surface, though. This Emperor is being a little detached. Oh, I have, bigger things that I have to do. I have to do this and I have to go there and I have to fold my underwear this Saturday, where I don't have time for love. But this is what's really going on. A masculine is in love with someone. Someone's being a little bit, it almost feels like intentional, like, oh, because I don't feel like that Page of Cups and that Emperor is the same energy. It feels like this Page of Cups is a very innocent, like, oh, like, I really like your hands. I don't know. And this person's like, oh, well, yeah, but inside they're really like, I'm not explaining. I don't know. Intuitively, that's what I'm getting from that Emperor, though. It almost feels like have you ever seen like a when somebody's dog in the house is getting kind of old, they're getting pretty old, and then like what happens is, they end up getting a younger puppy or a smaller puppy or whatever, right? And you see that the puppy is like jumping up on the older dog and is like biting its ears and all of these things, and then the bigger dog is like, whoa, and then eventually like warms up to the puppy. It's kind of that vibe. Like a black cat man and a golden retriever woman, or maybe man and woman, whatever you prefer. Let's see what you're up to. You're pretty cool, calm, and collected. I feel like for some of you, you might be this page just because you're showing up as a page. So you're just being very open-minded this month. You seem to be very curious. Once again, maybe you're writing or blogging or doing some kind of video creation, or you're learning something, or maybe you're teaching something, but you're pretty much at peace with where you're at right now in life. It's like you're being very balanced. You're creating harmony in your life, even though maybe you're not exactly where you want to be, or you're not exactly where you're at. You're like, that's okay. Like, sorry, that sound scared me. But you're happy with where you're at. What's that 9 of cups? The 10 of swords. I feel like there's a past situation that just isn't working out. You're like, well, that didn't work, but you don't seem to be super upset about it. You're like, you're kind of just okay. Like, you're okay. Or it almost feels like you're grateful that something didn't work out a little bit. You're like, oh well, that really sucks, but like, fucking thank God, right? It's kind of like that. What somebody's doing towards you. Why is the 2 of Wands reversed? The Hermit reversed? Or the 4 of Pentacles reversed? This person feels like a loner, whoever this is. A little bit of a loner, a little bit like stingy with their energy. But you're either getting into a relationship with this person. It feels like after a long time, they're kind of like letting their guard down a little bit, but they're still not quite coming out of their comfort zone. But this is really this person's kind of like a lollipop with the Tootsie Roll in the middle. It's like, okay, well, once you lick them enough, like that. Once you lick them enough, they'll get a little, well, that's going to sound gross. But so yeah, they're just squishy on the inside. They're just squishy on the inside, this person. Don't let them fool you. This person is really, I think, showing up for you. I think that they want to be in a relationship with you, or they're trying to emotionally support you, but there's a little bit of a hesitation. It's actually really cute. I'm not going to lie. And what is this person afraid of? They're afraid they might get distracted from work, or they're afraid that they're going to meet another person that's just not on the same page with them about what? About love, about emotion, about physical touch, about romance. What happened to this person? The 8 of Cups reversed. They settled in a past connection, or they felt like somebody settled for them, and so it made them feel a kind of way. But I feel like this person has high standards, you know? And like whoever this Emperor is has high standards, but don't get it twisted. This is a very deep, very mm, strong, emotionally strong, very stoic kind of person. And I feel like you are like, or it's reversed, okay? Or it's reversed. But you're like, you're like the little dog on the on the senior dog kind of vibe. Dang, I hope this is my reading shit. The energy is gaining momentum and water. So I feel like as long as you just keep being your cute little squishy self, I feel like things will speed up here. But this is just telling you to focus on maybe spirituality, meditation. Thanks, Top Flight. Spirituality, meditation, emotion, just being compassionate towards this person. Sometimes you just got to warm people up. You know what I mean? Especially if this is like another Scorpio or something. Sometimes they're a little hard to crack. They get super paranoid, What are you up to? Why are you loving me? I don't trust it, right? So just keep being just keep being vulnerable, just keep being sweet. I feel like this person will end up warming up to you. I feel like the sex will be good too if you don't know this person. If this is somebody you're already dealing with, I just feel like they love you to absolute pieces, but you're just trying to jump all over them like a puppy and they're like, I have things that I need to do. It's just kind of like that. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much. I hope you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a super chat question, you can do so right here on YouTube. That was really cute. That whoever that was, their energy was pretty easy to pick up on. So check this out, right? I was having issues. I'm like, there's just no bras that fit me. I don't get it, right? And I was like, I just don't get it. I don't fucking understand. So I asked ChatGPT, I was like, hey, like, how do I measure my boob size, right? And she was like, okay, so first you're gonna measure like under your boobs. What is the band? And I was like, it's 32. And then she told me to measure here, and I was like, it's 40. And she was like, you are a 32H. I'm like, a 32H? Bitch, what the fuck is a 32H? I have never in my life heard of a 32H. Never ever heard of that. So I called my mom and I was like, have you ever heard of that? And so she was like, I gotta go. I'll call you right back. So she just texted me and she goes, I tried to call you back earlier in regards to your H size tits. By the way, H stands for huge. She's such a Mercury and Sagittarius, dude. I just can't. Yeah, I have never heard of H before in my life. I'm sorry, H? Okay, for a hell of a rack. Not my fucking life. Never heard of that. Ever. Thanks, energy. Whatever I don't want to hear. 50K loading. You're so cute. So that was interesting. I've been a G. Dang, girl. I didn't like I've heard of um I've heard of F before. I just have never heard of H. I have never heard of H ever. I've never ever heard of H. Never in my whole life. I don't understand because I don't like I feel like they can look big sometimes. They're definitely too big for my body, but didn't think they were like that. They don't like when I think of H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I think of like, oh, damn, her back must hurt. You know what I mean? I don't think of like this. That's so weird. Holy hell, they need a wheelbarrow. But I don't get it though, because my mom is a double D, and her boobs look way bigger than mine. I don't understand. I mean, that can't be right. Holy hell, my back hurts, right? I was bigger then. I just never heard of that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I really did not know that. And then she was like, "Yeah, you're gonna have to special order your bras. They don't like carry that at Victoria's Secret and stuff." And I was like, "Great," because I have a really tiny band. Do they have their own postcode? You're not funny. It's just so interesting. You learn something new every day. Oh, how cute. When you get a fitting, they get precise like that, and it's more than the circumference, it's fullness too. I don't know. But you know what I like, I'm always getting the side boob like hanging out, you know? I always get the side boob hanging out. I really don't like that. Anyway, Wacol has the best H cups. Really? Wait, let me look that up right now. Thank you, Lori, for sending me that. Okay, these are cute. I want a minimizer though, something that makes them look smaller. They just don't fit my body. Um, these are cute though, because I have my waist is a 28 and my band is a 32, and then my boobs and my butt are 40. And even though the hip ratio is literally the same, it doesn't look the same in person. I look like, it just doesn't look, I look like a capital letter P. It just makes me look weird. And it makes my butt look smaller because my boobs look so, I don't know, they're not huge. They just don't look proportionate to my body. Bras. Best sellers. No, I don't want to push up. I'm going to keep that website up though. Thank you for showing me that. What's up, B? Nice to see ya. Thanks a lot. Super Chats just bought you at least one. Your butt looks great. Thanks. Oddest size ever, like 2 figure 8s. I wear an extra support bra over my bra. Yeah, so I'd have to do that when I go to the gym. So I have to wear one, like a bra that's really tight on me, so that way if I run, they don't like bounce all over the place. But I have to cover like the side boob and the upper boob, so I have to wear another sports bra on top of it. And I run, and they still freaking jiggle anyway. And I'm like, this is so uncomfortable, like so uncomfortable, and I feel like I look ridiculous. It makes me feel like I look ridiculous. Whatever, Mr. Bear. Fuck you. All right, let's see here. A good fitting will get rid of the side boob. Yeah, I think I definitely need one because, I mean, come on. A 32, like a 32 is accurate, but an H? That seems a little silly. Never wear a corset. Bitch, that's what I was wearing last night. I was wearing that last night, and why do you think I had my hair like this the whole time? The worst. The absolute worst. And I had that little fit, like the little long sleeve that goes on top of it to hide it. Yeah. I was wearing a corset last night. No, absolutely not. I was like, well, this is embarrassing. I look like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, at least from here. It was terrible. It was so uncomfortable. I was just like the whole time, moving like it's all about the shape you are. Yeah. I mean, if I could just like smush them down just a little bit, like it doesn't need to be anything crazy, I feel like I would look very proportionate. One size does not fit all. Oh my God. And I was spent like 50 bucks on that. It was a while ago and I never wore it because of that. But I was like, well, you know, nobody's going to see on stream, so it doesn't matter. Like an old time saloon girl. Lori, I've had enough of you, okay? I have an underwear fetish. I can't go past an underwear shop. An underwear fetish, really? I really love thigh-high socks. Or like just like long socks, like colorful socks. I think Lori's the one that bought me these socks that I love, and I can't find them. I think I might have left them at my ex's house, and I'm never getting those back, but I'm not entirely sure. But they're like these very colorful socks. I think Lori got them for me. I think they were like purple and green. They were so cute. I love them so much. They were so cute. I love little socks, cute little socks. Yeah, Lori, you know what socks I'm talking about? Those were so cute. I love socks like that. And like, I want to be able to wear those big t-shirt dress things. You know what I'm talking about? Like the big t-shirt dresses. But when I do, I look so stupid. I look so dumb. I look so dumb. It just looks dumb. And then like, so the boobs are here and then the t-shirt just goes out. Like it looks like a parachute. Like, are you fucking for real? Do you have a sock room? No, but I would like a red room. I would like a red room. Noted. Thanks, meow. That site has minimizer bras, maybe closer to what you're looking for. Oh, awesome. Oh my God, Zenergy, thank you so much. What's up, Donna? If you know, you know. You know? Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, let me go ahead and answer this. I don't think I'm going to do the YouTube super chats anymore. Those don't seem, nobody really seems to be liking those. Everybody seems to be liking the hipsy ones, even though I got a ton of shit about it in the beginning. Glad I stuck with it. Yeah, I'm a kinky little turd. Not that anybody asked. Okay, so let's do this. All right, we got CK. Virgo could express how he feels about me. What would he say? All right, let me see. He seems to have a lot of regrets. Things that it seems like he should have done that he didn't do. And if you've been waiting for this person to say something or discuss a certain something or apologize or just open up more to you, I feel like it's this past regret that's essentially holding this person back. This person loves your honesty. I think that they admire it. I think that this is somebody who feels like you put in what you get back. They may feel like you get a little impatient with them sometimes or just in general, but not for nothing, but because you know what you want or you know who you are or you're very intelligent with that Ace of Swords. And this is somebody that feels like you do have certain expectations, but I don't think that they feel like you're wrong for it. If that makes sense. Thanks a lot, CK. Kel's blessed. What's up? Okay, let's see. Show me the next 3 months. Or let's do the next month for Kel's blessed. Mm. You may feel like you don't want to put the work into something anymore. And it can be something that is actually quite literally work related, okay? Or maybe it's even a project that you're working on. Whatever the case, you seem, you know, excuse my language, but fucking bored. I feel like you wanna switch it up a little bit. What do we do to resolve this? The sun. I feel like you need to put a little creativity into what you're doing. So, even if maybe you do have like a really boring job, or you're really sick and tired of this like project that you're working on at work, or something like that, or maybe you're just sick and tired of your routine, like, why don't you add a little bit of fun in there? Or why don't you start to focus on some creative pursuits or something that makes you feel individually good? It's kind of like that saying from that movie, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, like lighten the load a little bit. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like things are going to slowly turn around for you, especially if you've been looking for some kind of change in regards to something you've been harvesting, or something that you've been working on, something that you've been slowly but surely been taking action on. Okay. Okay, you're doing it. You'll be fine. Things seem to switch up. Things are going to switch up. Just do what I said. Do what I say. Thanks a lot, Kels. Always good to see you. Thank you, Ramon. Zaza. Is anyone coming towards me in love? Who are they? Ooh. Could be a Pisces, could be a Cancer. Regardless, that Three of Cups reverse tells me that you may end up getting yourself involved, or somebody may involve you into a third party situation that you probably don't want to be a part of, and it will likely be revealed to you in time. If this is somebody from the past, you probably already know, or you have an inkling. But if I'm going to be real with you, it doesn't feel like it has a whole lot of potential, or it feels a little exhausting. It feels a little mentally exhausting. It feels like gossip, rumors, drama. It feels like something a little low vibrational that doesn't have a whole lot of potential anyway, and something you're probably not going to want to waste your time on. But in regards to who they are, the High Priestess reverse, this can be somebody who's very secretive, somebody who doesn't trust themselves, lacks intuition, maybe even lacks empathy or compassion, really. This can be somebody who doesn't explore their potential because they're too busy focused on their negative coping mechanisms to be able to kind of get their head out of their own ass and get it together. Sorry, I know that sounds crappy. So just avoid that. Mojo, what's up? Thank you. What's the good coming in for me? Thanks for all you do, Violetta. Aw, you're so welcome. Thank you for all you do. Let me see. Only the good stuff coming towards Mojo within the next 3 months. Okay. It's truly a blessing in disguise, but you may not view it that way at first. The death reversed in the tower. There's something that has been keeping you in stuck mode, or keeping you stagnant for a while. Something that has needed to evolve or needed to change for the better. But you may have been trying to resist this change, or maybe you were delaying it or putting it off. But I feel like the choice is kind of being made for you. And it's kind of funny for someone to request, oh, well, what's the good coming towards me? And like the death and the tower come out, like, thanks, right? But I truly believe that it is a blessing in disguise. It may be a very uncomfortable revelation at first, something in regards to past patterns, or something in regards to things that you've been holding on to that have really been keeping you stagnant. So maybe it is that kind of that burst of reality that you need. But what's going to happen is it's going to allow you to kind of let go and rebuild a little bit. So it feels like something that's been stuck for a while with that Eight of Wands, something that maybe you've been trying to force, or something that you've been trying to press for a long time. It could be something in regards to finances or independence, or just trying to like live a bit more of a relaxed life. And you could feel like you've been pushing for that for a long time, but it really hasn't been coming. I think that when you stop resisting something, or even stop trying so hard, that's when something is going to change. I'm not saying you're like trying so hard and you care about what everybody thinks and all of that stuff, but just maybe where you've been draining yourself a little bit, and you might find that something comes in to change your mind frame, or to change something, or create some kind of upheaval in your life that may at first feel uncomfortable, but you're going to see why it had to happen, because it's trying to give you something that you've been wanting or been trying to uh force for a while, something like that. So it's honestly going to be a blessing, but in disguise. Okay. It's going to be like, Jesus in a purge mask. Okay. Thanks a lot, Mojo. It's good to see you. Jesus in a purge mask. Top flight. What is coming towards you in love? Appreciate you. You're welcome. Let me see. Aren't you a Virgo? Are you a Virgo? I can't remember. All right. Show me the next 3 months for what's coming towards top flight in regards to love. Okay, can we get one? Can we get one more? Mm. Honestly, I feel like there's something financially happening. Like, I don't know if you feel like, maybe you've been used or just disappointed, or maybe somebody's used you for status or has used you for money in some way, with that Six of Pentacles reversed and that King of Pentacles reversed. But you can be feeling like, honestly, fucking sorry for yourself. I would get out of that mind frame as soon as possible if that's the case. Okay. Now, this can be you. Okay. Quite frankly, this can be you where you're feeling like, you need a relationship in order to be happy, or maybe you feel like you need to overgive in order to attract somebody, or maybe you feel like your value lies in what you hold and what you can give financially or physically or whatever it is, or status wise or clout, whatever, to other people. Well, I think that speaks to a deeper matter. I think this is more about maybe some kind of insignificance that you feel, or maybe you feel like you're lacking in another department, so you feel like you must lead with something else. And I think that we all do that, right? We all do that. Some people, they lead with their looks, which causes them to never really develop their true personality, right? Some people don't focus on their looks at all and completely let themselves go, and it's like, well, fuck. So whatever that is for you, I feel like you're needing to, instead of lean so much on approaching love in this one specific way, there's some other thing that you need to develop, something in regards to character, or maybe it's finances, maybe it's physical health. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something mentally that you're needing to develop before truly attracting a partner that you're even really going to want. And I think, if anything, it seems like you may be moving on from someone with that Six of Swords, maybe because somebody is taking advantage of another person. Maybe it's because this person really doesn't have something that you want, or you don't have something that they want, whatever it is. But I don't really feel like this is about who's coming in regards to love. It's really about how you're going to love yourself in order to attract the kind of love that you actually want. Do you know what I mean? Thanks, Top Flight. I love ya. Okay. We have my cutie, Zenergy, with the bra tips, not tits, tips. Okay, I just want to make that clear. Whatever I don't want to hear. Okay, let me see. What is this? Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. I feel like you're just kind of going with the motions within the next few months. Like, you're just kind of like, you're holding it together, you're handling it well, you're budgeting, or you're taking care of the kids or the house or your job and whatever, but there's more going on inside of you where it feels like something else is attempting to emerge. What is that Five of Wands? The Three of Wands. It feels like you want more than where you are right now. And so don't get me wrong, like, you're making practical decisions, you're making good decisions, but good for what? Is it just like good decisions for, like, this is what I need to do, and because this is, I live in the matrix, and I need to do this and I need to do that, and I need to take the dog out to take a shit, and then I got to clean the counter, and then I got to stack the dishwasher, and, like, yes, I get it, we all got to do those things, whatever it is, right? Your day to day. but there's some chaos brewing inside of you because you want more. And I feel like you're needing to explore that. And I feel like if you allow that resistance from your soul, I guess you could say, to kind of take the lead, you'll find that you take the lead in your life more going forward. And if you're not in a relationship, that may actually lead you right to a relationship. Like, have you ever, or into something that you love more than what you're doing now? Like, have you ever had a situation happen where, like, for instance, right? Perfect example. I used to be a waitress out here in Virginia. It's disgusting. People are terrible tippers. You make $2.16 an hour. It fucking sucks, right? And I hated my job and I knew I was meant for something more. Well, I discovered a live streaming app and I started going on it and I got popular really fast. Well, I was doing that so much that I ended up getting fired from my waitressing job. And I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. The next day, I woke up and they offered me a contract to become a partner where I could make money on that platform. And I ended up making so much money on that freaking platform. And it's like in the moment, I was like, fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do. Even though I knew that I was meant for more, but I was like, I just was not ready. I did not have my shit and pants on when I got fired. I was like, "Oh, man," but I just went with it anyway, and look what happened, right? I feel like it's something like that. And I'm not telling you to go get fired, but there's a calling that you need to kinda listen to or something that your soul's trying to nudge you in a certain direction. I feel like you need to listen. Then we got B. It's nice to see you. Straight from Mojo's cavern. I don't know what to call it. That's literally just, I don't know what the fuck that was. What's the current intention with this friend? Thanks, V. Sure. What's the current intention with this friend? Ace of Cups. Okay. Oh, I love this. The Ace of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This person seems to be full of life, full of love. I feel like they want to offer something substantial. I feel like this is somebody who is truly very maybe intuitive or somebody who's just like, not to be corny, but a little squishy in the middle, like just very sweet and very creative. I feel like this is also somebody who's incredibly future focused. I think that this person wants to, if this is like a business partnership, they may want to create something long term. If this is a romantic kind of thing, I know you said it was a friend. If this is more like a romantic thing, then they want the end all be all. If this is just a friend, they may want to just create a friendship with you or whoever, and see it out long term. There may be like some kind of money involved here, but it seems like they don't have bad intentions. Let's see what else. The Queen of Pentacles? Is this a feminine earth sign, maybe? Four of Wands? I don't feel like this person has any bad intentions. Queen of Pentacles, Four of Wands? This person has intentions to nurture things, to have stability, to create stability, to have fun, let loose. It seems really good. I don't know. If you're worried about this person, I certainly wouldn't be. It feels like this person, yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I feel like they're good people, at least from what I can see. Okay, I haven't done like a full reading, so don't come shoot me later if they're a piece of shit. Okay, but I don't feel like this person has bad intentions at all. Thank you so much, B. I appreciate you. LP11. Will me and my daughter's father get back together? Let's see. Let's see the next 6 months. Are they going to get back together? The moon is a maybe. The page of pentacles reverse. It's really going to come from somebody's lack of effort, honestly. And that's why it's more so up in the air. That's why there's like, well, I don't really know. It's because somebody is not putting in the effort that they really should. So let me see. Two of Swords reverse. Five of Pentacles. There could be like a financial situation here that's kind of at bay or that's not really working out. Okay. There could be something that we can't really avoid anymore. There's can be like a stalemate situation as well. I hate to say that, right? Especially when kids are involved or whatever. I've been here, I get it, but there can be like a kind of abandonment situation or, a negative situation when it comes to finances. So it doesn't look that great. I'm going to pull a little bit of an advice message. 7 of Cups. I feel like you need to be very realistic, like remove any fog that you have. Believe what you see, not what you want to believe. That's kind of what it's telling you, okay? Sorry, I know that sounded crappy. I do hope it works out though. Like if they're a good person. And then we have Meow. Did Meow have a question? What's up, Auburn? What's up, Crystal? Okay, I'm sorry. Meow, did you have a question? Did Meow have a question? Na, 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 na. Meow, do you have a question? Back together question during retro is wild. Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because while I was here, I got a little bit of a little message from an ex and was not expecting that. Um okay, let me see, Al. Is it in the reply? I don't see it. Oh, is it? No, it's not in the reply. I don't see it. I don't see it. Mm-mm. All right, let me do L really quick. Have you, should I drop this class? Okay. I don't think so, honestly. The Knight of Swords means go for it. Um, it means that you need to learn something or you need to find out more about this class and see it to completion. It's saying it's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. I don't know if that is any that's what you want to hear, but I don't feel like you should. Of course, do whatever you feel like is right for you, but I think that you should go right into it, honestly. I think that you should go for it. I think that you should do it with an open mind, right? Because this is Gemini energy. I feel like you should do it with an open mind, and I feel like you should finish it to completion. Bye, Kenneth. Oh, you're welcome. Of course. Of all 9 hearts. She might have left. I don't know. I don't want to just like leave her hanging if she did have a question. Shoot, what do I do? Oh, sorry, L Cloud. What did G think of me? Chariot reversed and the Four of Swords reversed. For some reason, this person feels like you're okay, don't get mad at me, okay? But maybe a little mentally unstable, or this person may feel like you have some fears that you haven't really healed from, or maybe some like low-key anxieties, or this person may feel just like you're a little, something's going on there. Like, because the chariot reverse, sometimes it can talk about where we're trying to force something too much, or it can talk about where we have some kind of fears, or we're lacking courage, or whatever. And then the Four of Swords reverse can also be like anxieties, or we're overthinking, or, you know, this person can feel like something's just going on mentally. And I'm not really sure why that is. I don't know why that is. I have no idea. Now, of course, tarot is incredibly dramatic, so maybe it's just this person just feels like you're a little scary, you know, like you're a little scared, you know, or a little maybe a little shy, something like that. I don't know. What's coming ahead? Okay, cool. All right. What's coming ahead for Meow within the next, mm, let's give it month and a half. 7 of Wands. 7 of Swords reversed. What's that 7 of Swords reversed? You're really holding your own in a situation, in my opinion. It feels like people may be challenging you, or somebody specific may be challenging you, or they may be jealous of you a little bit, or something like that. And I feel like you're having some level of success within the next month and a half, 2 months. But now you have to maintain that success, and somebody kind of wants your spot in a situation, or they want something that you have, and there's this massive level of confidence that you have in yourself and that you can hold your own in a situation. You may be deciding to just focus on yourself and not really worry about what everybody else is saying or doing. It may be that you're being very honest about what you're passionate about, or you may be having a very passionate conversation and you're saying something that is very real to you, that is very like intimidating to other people. I feel like you're about to prove yourself in a situation, like you're about to prove your strength in a situation. And I feel like this is going to be the moment where, something's been holding you back, or you've been a little afraid to just go ahead and break free and take that path and just kind of trust the universe and honestly trust yourself. But I feel like this is going to be the moment where you not just prove something to others, but prove something to yourself. So I feel like if you get yourself involved in like a competitive situation or something like that, I feel like you're going to come out the other end. Like you're going to come out on top. Goodbye, Mojo. Mwah, have a good one. Thank you to B who came in here from Mojo's channel. I really appreciate you coming in. Thank you, of course, to all of my super chatters. And Zenergy, thank you for the bra advice. Lori, thank you for sharing some laughs with me. Obviously, Kenez, Vanessa, Complexity, Top Flight, Meow, of course, all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I love you and I hope that it's a good one. I'm going to go work on my video for my poetry channel now. So, yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks a lot. Never mind. Somebody asked a question, so I'm just going to answer it really quick. Sky, Hy-Vee, has M moved on or is he still thinking of me? Nope. I feel like this person's still thinking of you. I think they're very sexually attracted to you as well. And I feel like they're still emotionally connected to you in some way. This person may decide to take action towards you, maybe within the next month or week or something like that. And it seems like they're wanting to come to an understanding or an agreement with you. So either this person is in love with you or they're trying to explore that with you. So, I mean, that looks really good. Can't get much better than that. So yeah, Sky, I feel like it's good. Good news. All right, guys. Now I'm really going to get out of here. I love you. Bye.